Carmelite Priest Father Charles Setiawan asks us to surrender to Christ, trust in His plan and follow His guidance. Let us listen to his homily.
Brothers and sisters, do you love to watch advertisement? For example, let's say you watch advertisement for a phone. We will see all the impressive features of that phone. For example, a stunning display, a powerful camera, fast performance, and any other impressive features. Advertisements almost never reveal the drawbacks or the shortcomings of a product. A phone company will never say, if you buy this phone, it will work perfectly for a couple months. But after that, you might start experiencing battery issues, slower performance, and software problems. They will not say like that. However, in today's gospel, when Jesus asked his disciples, "Who do you say that I am?" He's not trying to promote himself or promise a life free of trouble. Instead, he invites them into a relationship, into a deeper relationship, a journey that involves both joy and suffering, both hope and sacrifice. Jesus speaks openly and plainly about what it means to follow him. Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, and then follow me. So, how can denying ourselves and taking up our cross become good news for us? How come? Brothers and sisters, it must be hard to hear about suffering, dying, or many other bitter experiences. And it is no surprise if Peter says, "Jesus, please don't say that." Peter doesn't want his teacher to experience many bad things and suffering in the future. I remember when my grandma once asked me to give her a Catholic funeral if she died. And at that moment, I couldn't say anything other than, "Please, Grandma, don't say like that. You will live longer." I couldn't imagine anything bad happening to my grandma. I believe Peter also felt the same. He doesn't want Jesus experience many bad things. However, Jesus turned the table. Jesus used Peter's affection to teach us something, to teach us about surrendering our will to God, to open our hands full of many things and offer it to God. Brothers and sisters, if we always hold our will and never try to allow God's will to happen in our life, actually we are following Satan, not Jesus. So Jesus teaches us, despite the many challenges that could happen in the future, there is always good news. there is always good news. And what is the good news? The good news is, no matter how hard our lives will be, no matter how difficult and steep our ways ahead, Jesus is always with us. Jesus is always with us. Jesus always walks with us, helping us in the midst of our suffering and difficulties. He is there with us. Sometimes a relationship grows stronger in the difficult moments. And Jesus teaches us that our relationship with Him will grow if we strive to be faithful. Take our small steps and make decisions oriented to God's will. Brothers and sisters, Jesus invites all of us to a closer and a more intimate relationship with Him through the cross. In our difficult moments, whether because we have lost someone that we love, or are we facing health problems, or maybe experiencing financial instability, Jesus once again invites us to believe that He will always be with us. He is Emmanuel, God with us, who never abandons us in our dark and difficult moments. He asks us to follow Him faithfully, to entrust our lives, our joys and sorrows, hopes and despairs, health and sickness, into His loving hands. Jesus, He never offers days without trouble, like a blue sky without clouds. He doesn't advertise life without problems to us. Instead, He offers one thing. No matter what happens in our lives, He is always there, walking with us, crying with us, smiling with us, and helping us to pass through all these moments faithfully. That's why the psalmist says, I will walk before the Lord in the land of the living. What makes us can walk before the Lord in the land of the living? It is because Jesus is always walking with us. And that is good news. Amen.